go live. The bell chimes too, folks, so we're going to crack into a very, very busy day. Welcome to the Harcourts Vision Auction Rooms. My name is Mark and excited to be your auctioneer for a 4-auction program today. So one of our auctions has been brought forward ahead of schedule. That's been with Ash Mangos, and we're going to do that one first. And then 3 good auctions after that. Our lead consultant, Cheryl Wright, has got Caro and also Anglin Way. And then Malcolm Cameron, our sturdy performer, he's got 5th place, number 7. So good catalogue, good variety of properties, and a warm acknowledgement to our owners. In one case, we've got an extremely long tenure, dating back to 1955, Paul. So that's, I think it's a record for me. So coming up to 70 years, has been a very happy and well-loved home. So that's our one that we've got at Reginald. Look, I'm just going to run through the rules of auction before we start, having thanked our owners. I do just want to acknowledge the good team at Vision. We had our national conference in Christchurch last week, and all the Harcourts people from around the country. Of course, we are the Reader's Digest most trusted brand, aren't we, 11 years in a row. So we all got together to celebrate that. Harcourts Vision won the award for the client experience, the best in the country. So I think that's worthy of note. Just showing that, Debbie, you must be proud of the team. Debbie Johnson, our principal here. Debbie and Aaron, always giving great service. That's what we like, keeping our clients front of mind and doing our very, very best for them. So well done us. Right, the rules of auction. They are very, very simple as you look at all those words there, but I will just decipher them into everyday speak. You know that apart from our first auction of the day, for each of the other 3, I've got a confidential reserve that's been set with our owners in line with your feedback. So your job's to bid to that, and if you get there or go past and you're the highest bidder at the end, yes, the hammer will come down and you'll win the auction. If we don't reach the reserve in the initial bidding, don't panic. It doesn't cause the auction to finish. What we would do is that we just pause the auction and we'll just go into a private space, the highest bidder and I, and they'll offer you the chance to become the buyer at that point. Best place and time to buy, Rebecca, isn't it, is that auction? We want to get you there today because if the property doesn't sell, we go back to the open market and invite people who have conditional interest. So always a good exclusivity of opportunity that you enjoy at auction. Sometimes during that discussion with the highest bidder, it might be the case that the vendor says to me, Mark, I'm actually quite satisfied with how that conversation's gone. I want you to return to the rostrum and announce to everybody the property's been withdrawn from the auction and sold outside the room. So just be wary of that if your strategy is just that good old traditional one of come in late, come in like a freight train at the end. You might not get the chance, so we'll be good to see your strongest bid on show at all times. Speaking of your bidding, I'm going to give you suggestions in terms of the increments that you might want to increase your bid by. I always work with a good, well-planned bidding strategy, but if that bidding strategy is just a little bit cheeky, then I could refuse those bids, and often would actually. If the team from Harcourts are bidding for buyers, and it's good to see the network out in force today, I'll be identifying you to the rest of the room. As I say, the seller can withdraw the property at any time before it's sold and without declaring the reserve, except in the case of our first auction, of course. And the final thing I'll tell you is, no, the second last thing I'll tell you is that the owners have given me the exclusive right to place bids on their behalf, not in the first auction either, Ash Mangos's one. That's called vendor bidding, and it just means you're not bidding. So if we're below the reserve, I can place a vendor bid just to help us get along and get the auction moving and get you in a zone to buy. There's Nia, how you going? See if we can find some space. We've got a busy room today. And like I was saying, the final point is the fall of the hammer means well done, you've won the auction if it falls in your favour. We'll give you a round of applause and also a writing instrument to sign the agreement. We need a 10% deposit today, and that is all we need to secure the property. We'll give you an REA approved buyer's guide. Thank you for signing the purchaser acknowledgement form before you commence your bidding, just saying that you're eligible to buy real estate in New Zealand by way of citizenship and residency. So let's move on. 18 Reginald Street, Burwood, Ash Mangos. Ash representing the property, knows it very, very well. Of course, it was his nana's property, or still is it just for the moment. But Ash, you've had a good campaign, but received an offer in advance of the scheduled auction date, one that has been deemed by you and the family to be acceptable in each and every regard. So I'm going to ask you to call that number out in just a moment when we run through the formalities. The property will be sold. You'll have your opportunity to bid. But in this auction, the reserve price has effectively been met. So that means there'll be no vendor bidding, pausing to negotiate, and no withdrawal of the property. So Let's take a look through 18 Reginald Street. It's a classic. It's an absolute beauty. And even though that tenure is some 68 years, it has been lovingly looked after and maintained perfectly throughout that time. So credit to the owners and to Alice, we thank her very, very much. It is a freehold estate. 615 squares is the size of that parcel. Excuse me. It is lot 17, Deposited Plan 18583. That's in the Canterbury Land Registry. The chattel list is exact. The settlement date struck down for Friday the 28th of June 2023, but a little bit of flexibility in that regard should you be the successful owner. Well, like we say, a good long tenure, it's always a point to good quality, isn't it? And you can see the heart and soul in the home with that good sturdy permanent materials that they're built with, weatherboard and tile. We love that one, and it stood the test of time, and it's going to for you. I think the next 68 years you should be excited about moving in. Very sunny, isn't it? Just a really homely, warm feel to the home. Those good bones, timbers are resplendent, and good spaces too. Nice big lounge with the dining space as well, just extends out further. And good kitchen, that's pretty original, but it's in good condition as well. Good heating options there too, lots of sun as you can see. It's an absolute classic, that kitchen, isn't it? Good sized bedrooms, and that's the master of them. I know the three boys shared one of the rooms back in the day, so that was a good one for them, the bunks and all that sort of jazz. Good yard to the property, so good outdoor spaces. There's been lots of games. Arable vegetable patch as well, I know, and happen to say, nice bit of late sun at the rear of the home as well. It's a really tightly held street, Reginald, isn't it? And lots of people have lived there for a long time, and I think it's because the quality of life is high. Yours is about to get higher if you win the auction. Ash, what's the figure that the property has been brought forward to? 515. Well, there you go. For 1955, we've got $515,000. The property's on the market and selling. At 18 Reginald, do I have a bid in advance? At 515. Good to see you, boys. Here we go.
517.
517, sir. Good on you. At one on top there, Shady. 518. 518. 519. Another 20. Good on you, sir. I can see your strategy, Shady. Shady Gurgis Harcourts.
521.
21.
Another one on top, Mark.
22.
23.
23 is the bid with you now, sir.
Another one on top.
Another one on top. Not getting too much of a test for the maths today. 24.
25.
5 the quarter, sir, at 525. 26. Nicely done, Shady.
27.
27. I wonder if these ones are working. 527. You're going to keep going at 528. Good on you. It's been much loved. Good sturdy home.
529.
29 is the bid.
Another two on top.
Changes. 531. Nicely done. Doubles up at 531.
535.
And doubling again. I like that, sir. Commend that bid at 535. That's a good move. That's strategy for you. $535,000. What's it to be now? 535. Is it worth the 3 dozen to you on top of the 5? 535. First call. Second call.
541, thank you.
Puts up the 6er. Lovely.
544.
544. Some different numbers coming out now at 544. Hey, it's worth it. You stay a lifetime here at 544.
Another one on top.
545.
547.
Puts up the 2 at 547. Pretty good buying. 615 squares. Tried, tested, true.
550.
550. Banked and thanked.
551.
551, sir. Cool, calm and collected at 551. Will be sold at 551. Good body language there, sir, at 551. First chance.
One on top.
552.
553.
One again, sir. Good work.
Another one on top.
554. Do we do the 555 or?
555.
There it goes at 555. 18 Reginald, Burwood. Good lifestyle area. One again, we'll try the CRC bid. 556 is it? At 555 at this stage once.
One on top.
One on top. 556. 556. Bowling green, flat backyard. Great place to entertain. Kick a ball, bowl a ball at 556. What do we think, sir? Bidding well at this stage.
557.
Goes again, another one on top.
Another
557.
one on top.
58 is the bid that leads at 558. Travis Wetland for a good bit of recreation, 558. House Proud area at 558. Good Canterbury real estate. Still at affordable levels, sir, at 558. Give you the three chances. First call,
559.
559. I've left it open for you, Shady. First call, who's going to race to that number? Might be time to put one on. You never know at 559, second call. Stamp it out. Third call,
560.
beat you to it. 560. It's the old bidding strategy. You never let them stop on a 10. That might be their limit at 560. Could be a good $1,000, or you might even say $500. Just up to you. At 560, first chance, in behind in the lead. Second call. Hearty timbers, lots of upside. You can add your value here. Third call. Time for a half. 560. An itty bitty bid might be the best bid you ever make.
560 and a half. 60.5.
60.5.
Another one on top.
Another one on top, 561 and a half. Good rapid response there from Shady's people at 561 and a half. Done your best. You sure we have? 561, 500 once I'm calling it. Second call, third call. What do you reckon, sir? Try another wee halfie. Gee, you've done well. You have done well. The 561 and a half. They're urging me to put the hammer down back there. 18 Reginald Street. It's been a good tussle. Good luck. Stay on the hunt, my good man. Well done, team. I'm going to sell to you. Go on and sell. Congratulations. Gee, a good tussle. Always a bit tough when someone has to miss out, but very, very well done. Ash Mangos, good campaign. Well done to your man. Corbin, good win. And another cracker we've got here in Fendleton is 3 Caro Place. It's a great wee spot in here, just off Hamilton Ave, isn't it? So love this wee cul-de-sac. And this home is an outstanding one. Our vendors are just joining us remotely, so we do thank them for their instructions. They've had a great stay here, some 8 years. They've enjoyed the property. Doesn't it look youthful and new? It's a really stylish modern home here at Caro Place in Fendleton, and it has got the lot. So 3 Caro Place, let's just have a look at what you bid for and buy. It's freehold, 747. That's the size of the section. Legals are absolutely exact, and so is the list of chattels as well. There isn't any changes to those. We're just waiting through to July for the settlement date. The 13th is the date I've got struck down. If you were working to another date that's been agreed by our vendors in writing, then that's good. We always abide by that. And well done. I take your bids on that basis. I reckon it's a really good testament that good quality property is always popular, and I think the youthfulness and also the cleverness of the design is really the features here, as well as the amazing location, of course. Love the stylish features. Concrete block on the exterior, mono-pitch roof is pretty snazzy. Whoopsie daisy, we're just going through. There's the code again. Oh, so thanks for reminding about the code. Now do remind you that I can vendor bid only in the absence of your bidding. If we're not If we're not at the reserve and you're the highest bidder, we'll pause and offer you the chance to buy. And be careful, the property can be withdrawn before it's sold and without declaring the reserve. It's good to see you, sir. And if you are the winner, 10% deposit, and we'll give you the REA buyer's guide as well. 3 Caro Place. Here we're back to the start now. There's the one I was looking at. Look at the living is an absolute standout with the high pitched ceiling, double height windows, all north facing. I think the way that the property is oriented on the site, it just maximises that 747 squares. It's a lot of home, but it does it also effortlessly. And with the styly touches too, the internal concrete block is really cool. The way it opens out to your front deck and to the covered portion of that as well is a real feature. And I know our current owners have spent a lot of time out in that part of the house, 365 days a year. Really stylish designer kitchen and scullery. That's all good for you. The subtle separation in the accommodation. Don't forget the media room or separate lounge as well. That's a stunning spot with your office nook just off that too. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom. You wouldn't want for anything more. Outstanding garaging with that drive-through feature too, which I appreciated. That's carpeted and that's an excellent spot. Of course, the kids are going to love skipping to school from here. It's well school zoned. It's in that magic triangle with all those good high schools that are zoned for. And just that community that this continues to bolster and get stronger as time goes on. As we look through the stock, love the kitchen, just a great place to operate in. You're always in touch with your guests, good breakfast bar, and nice outdoor access from the master bedroom as well. Garden is superb. There's been a good division of duties there with our current owners. They've loved it and it has to be moved on. So 3 Caro Place, let's get it underway here and now. Who's here to start? What's it to be, folks? Just give you a moment to start. I don't mind really where we start, as long as it's sensible enough. Well, I think it's going to be better than $1 million, Cheryl, isn't it? So we'll invite people in at just that nice round figure. Would you start at $1 million? Pretty confident in that sort of value. 1.1 is a good bid, man. Welcome into you. At $1,100,000. There's the opening bidder. They say the first bidder is often the winner. 1.1.
1.25.
$1,250,000. Amanda Adrian's working with Rebecca Duncan from our city office, say $1.25 million. It's a decent bid at 1.25. You could say 1.3 or better for me now. $1,250,000 with 2 in the race. In this gilt-edged part of our city, great suburb. At $1,250,000, really sensational location, ma'am. I'd like to go again. 1.250 just at the stage. First call. Second call. 25. Welcome in, sir. $1,275,000. 1.2 3/4 at 1.275 million.
128.
1.280. Not as strong as your last bid, Amanda, but I'll let you back in for a 5 at $1,280,000. Thought you were going to put another 150 on for me, which would have been good. 1.280. But you're back in front is the important part. At $1,280,000. So you'd be encouraged by that and say 1.3 for me. At $1,280,000, just away from you at this stage. First call. When I look to my starter also. Second call. Just the 5, sir. Don't fall into that trap. At 1.285. 1.285. Don't make it too easy for the opposition, I always say. 1.285. Would you like to increase that bid to 1.3? 1.3. I thought she might have said that, sir. At 1.3. It's all about strategy. When you bid for the good stuff at $1,300,000. Lovely orientation for sunshine here. It's very sheltered, private, and 5 again, sir. 1.305. 1.305. Putting the nose in front at 1.305. I look to my starter.
1.315.
Puts up 10. 1.315. 1.315. Just call out the increment. I'm very good at addition, Amanda. $1,315,000, sir. Stick to your 5, or would you like to be stronger at 1.315? Mary, are we saying go 1.4? I think that would be the move of the day at $1,315,000. First call. Real contemporary feel to the home. Youthful and fresh at 1.315 first call. 1.350. That's a good bid, sir. I will commend you on that. At $1,350,000 now. Amanda, Rebecca, what's it to be? 1.350. Just looking over to my left here too, on the wall. 1.350. Join the fray and say 60 for me. at 1,350 at this early stage. First call. Second call. What are we saying, team? 20 on top, 380. At 1,380,000, working a bit better now. 370, pardon me. Just testing you all. 1,370. Sure, I had that 60 to start with, didn't I? 1,370,000. First call at that figure. 75, sir. Coming back and in front at 1,375,000. 1,375,000. At 1,375,000. You say the 1-4 would be the savvy move at this stage. 1,375,000 first call. You know you can come in back any time you like at 1,375,000. It'd be nice to say we're 5 again, 80. This time 80. At 1,380,000, it'd be nice to be say welcome home here, wouldn't it? 1,380,000. Beautiful home to come home to. At 1,380,000. Lots of natural light, lots of sunshine. What are we saying, team? Is it the 1-4 this time? At 1,380,000, first chance. Twice at that figure. 1.4. Nicely done. Salute that bid at 1-4. You got that one, Rebecca? Make sure you communicate that to your offsider, Amanda, at 1-4, as we work towards ownership. 1,400,000.
10,000.
410 at 1,410, and banked and thanked from the team in behind you, sir, at 1,410,000. The good stuff, the area, the location's worth a good fight. At 1,410,000, you might... Scratching my nose. That normally means 10 in my book, sir. 1-5, I knew you had it in you, sir. 1-4 and 10 at this stage. Another 5. 5 it is. 4-15. You scratch your nose any time, I'll add 5 for you. 1-4, 1-5. First chance at that figure. At 1,415,000. 1-4, 1-5. The good 5 again. 420. At 1,420,000. Just matches your little 5, sir. 1-4 and 20. Try an obscure number such as 7.5 or something like that. It sometimes works. At 1-4-2-0. 5 again at 1-4 the quarter. 1-4-2-5. Sandy Sladen here is keeping track of those bids at 1-4-2-5. Good contest, but no surprises in this Fendleton Island area. 1-4 and 25. Suited our family well. They're moving on at 1-4 and 25. At this stage, first call. 1,426. I'm not sure that's the bid you want to make, really. 1,426. I think you should improve on that bid, but I'll take it. 1-4 and 26. Straight to 30. 1,426. 1,435. Like it, sir. Sense the hesitation there, I think, at 1-4 and 35. It's a good bid. Is it a winning bid? Let's find out. First chance against you. Second call at 1,435. Third call. We've got another 1 in the belt at 1-4 and 35. Give you a quick moment, sometimes difficult on the telephone. 1-4 and 35. Caro Place. Stunning home. That ultra desirable location. Never be a burden to be operating in that kitchen. Sure. Kitchen, you're saying we don't want to. 1-4 and 35. Mary, you're working with these people. I'm just not at my instructions yet, so I have to have a pause and have a chat to you. There's a good room down the end here. Is that one we would go to? are streaming online, of course, today, so thanks to those who are joining us there. But more importantly, the people in the room. We've had a baton change since the auction was paused at 1,435. Amanda and Rebecca have been working with their bidder, and you've increased your bid graciously to a figure of 1,450. Well, my instructions are from the sellers team, yes, is that we're on the market and selling 3 Karo Place. At 1,450, I'm going to sell. You've all got the opportunity, fair and now, to bid on top, but there will be a new owner found in a moment, I'm sure, at 1,450.
1,475.
1,475, so that's a sage move. I salute that bid there at 1,475. Seizing back the bat and staying in front at 1,475. 3 Karo Place at 1,475. 1,475, it's a good move and a savvy move. Is it a winning move? At 1,475, you've said that before, Amanda. I'm confused with your messages. 1,475, no for now is no forever. You've got to go and find another beautiful contemporary 4-bedroom home with a kitchen like that in Fendleton. 1,475, first call. Second call, reminder of the rarity. Third call at 1,475. Gee, it was a good one.
Okay.
It's been pretty good. I think we're safe. We're in the clear. Mr. Bentley, once, twice and third knee. You love a good auction, don't you? At 1,475. We appreciate that and your bidding. Rebecca, Amanda, thank you very much. Cheryl Wright, another outstanding campaign. And thanks down the phone team. Gone and sold. Congratulations. No, well done, well played, and all fair and good. And on behalf of Valerie, thank you very, very much. Malcolm Cameron, Kirsty's daughter, is running our technology today, so that's a bit of a thrill. We have worked with Kay Cameron in the past. You'll know Malcolm and Kay have worked together, and here's Kay at the auction as well. Good one too. Don Donathorn, he was channeled pretty strong in 5th place back in the day. This is no exception. Isn't it an exciting possibility with all those facilities in the house, but that timeless red brick and long run roof? It's a great era of home. I'm a big fan, and as a child who spent a lot of time growing up in the 80s, it's good solid stuff, isn't it? In Burnside, of course, 5th place on this freehold parcel, 544 square metres, down at about 10 o'clock in the cul-de-sac, I suppose we would say. Legals are absolutely exact. What a list of chattels that you have included in the proceeds of your sale today. You've got the 3 queen beds. I mean, I could go through dining room table and chairs, pretty much everything. 2 washing machines, clothes dryer, the small fridge downstairs, small fridge in the garage, fridge in the kitchen. So it's really superbly furnished for you. There's even a mower there for you, so to keep those lawns at bay, not too many of those. So that's good. Cutlery, pots and pans, outdoor table and chairs as well. So outstanding chattels. Don't get to see them like that very often. Vacant possession is what we offer you the 20th of June. So not too long to wait until you take possession and ownership of it. No, it was a famous era of home design, and this is really true to that form, but it's such a versatile property, isn't it, and unique in its purposes. With those 3 distinct spaces, I suppose you would say. We can talk about the main body of the home first, and just remind you to say that we've got the conduct that we could run through for 2:30, and I should probably just touch on those important points, isn't it, Debbie? Just the fact that I've got the exclusive right to place vendor bids. The reserve's been set confidentially. If you're the highest bidder and we're not at the reserve, we would pause and negotiate with you and hopefully get you there. The owner can withdraw the property before it's sold and without declaring the reserve. If the Harcourts team are bidding, I identify those people to you. Thanks very much, team. and when you're successful, 10% is the deposit we need today. Like I say, timeless red brick, and it always just keeps that youthful feeling, doesn't it? And has really come into its own. This is your nice big lounge. This has been double glazed. The carpet's been done in the main. Really super spaces, interacts well with the kitchen and the outdoor spaces. All those bedrooms close beside you, up the stairs to the first of the apartments. This is the main kitchen, of course, and upstairs to the first of the apartments, I suppose you would say, or how would you use it? If you've got teenagers or extended family, they're going to love you for it. That certainly is for sure. And here's the second of the apartment style accommodation that you enjoy on the home. It's had a good spruce up in recent times. If you did have those teenagers and they attended Burnside High School, they'd be very fond of you, because it's going to take a very short few strides to get there to school. Apart from that, the Burnside Park is a great spot for doggy lovers. You can trot your pooch around there. It's a good spot. Plenty happening on a Saturday at Burnside Park. It's a great part of town in our northwest. We're very proud of it. Malcolm and Kay have done a lot of business there and continue to do so. So wishing you well here at 7 Frith Place. If you'd like to start me in the bidding, we can see if we can find a new owner.
850.
Peter Hampton from the Harcourts Network started away at 850. It's fair and reasonable. Have we got a bid in competition for Peter and maybe say 9, or maybe the savvy bidder might say even the million for me? Lots of home at the money, but at 850, Peter, you're away and you're in charge. At 850,000, do I see a rise of 50 at all? First call, second call, lots of options, lots of versatility in a great part of town. Good cul-de-sac living. Second call, third call at 850. Peter, I'll take one vendor bid against you. If you're going to be the only one, I'm going to say 9, so I'll welcome you back on top of that. At 9, you might go to 950, I don't know, you tell me, but up to you. 910, okay, I'll work with you at 910,000. Now I need to see a competitive bid for Peter's buyer, because otherwise I'm going to pause and offer him the opportunity. At 910, once I'm calling it. Second and third, is there 20 or better? Oh, no, Peter, it's just you and I. We'll pause the auction. I'll come and give you the chance. Go to our wee spot. Okay, good as gold. Kirsten. Okay. Here we are at Frith Place, number 7. Malcolm Cameron's been our lead marketing consultant. And I've been working with the highest bidder who's working with our colleague Peter Hampton. Now, Peter, I'm just going to ask you the amount that you have bid.
965.
At 965, and I've got instructions for the phone that we're quite happy with that. We agreed to sell that to Peter's buyer, so under clause 2.6. I'm not going to give anyone another chance, Peter. I'm going to say 7 Frith Place at 965,000 is to your buyer. Gone and sold. Congratulations. So well done. Thank you very much. The Harcourts Network in play and in show again. Negotiations concluded. Here it is. Look at this. What a striking property that we've got here in Anglin Way, number 14 in Northwood. So looking forward to the auction. We're going to give you a copy of the residential sale and purchase agreement guide when you're successful. We wish you well today. You've heard the conduct and we're all comfortable with how we're going to operate. If anyone had any queries, it'd be a good time to ask them now. And thanks for signing the purchaser acknowledgement form. We know you're good to buy Kiwi property. There's Cheryl, 14 Anglin Way, representing the Andersons very, very proudly, as she always does in this area. Here we go at 14 Anglin Way. It's just a good position, isn't it? Really lovely private lane. I would say boutique living. A great part of Northwood, very house proud down the lane. The properties are in really great condition. I think ours is a little bit better too, and we'll touch on that too. You've got a freehold parcel, which is the strongest tenure that we offer you, which is 665 squares. That's a good size section. Chattels, legal description unchanged. You know the settlement date that we're working to is the 23rd of June. If yours is different but you've arranged it prior to the auction, then good for you. We work with you. No, I think it's a scintillating property, and it's just the condition but also the way it's been laid out, the permanent material and the aspect for sun that it enjoys. Really lovely open plan living, but with the dual spaces. When the current owners got hold of the property, they made some very significant improvements to the home. Redoing the kitchen has been a masterstroke. Just a pleasure to operate in there. You can keep your eye on the TV, or you can keep your ear in the conversation, and always in touch. That sun just streams in. We sat there in the mid-afternoon just on Monday and enjoyed that. Lovely big spacious dining. Nice spot for breakfast and lunch as that sun tracks you round. The garden is absolutely beautiful too. Good division of duties there. Ruth's kept in charge of the flowers and everything, and David with the vegetable side of things. Lovely cherry tree right as you come out the door. Plenty of apples. You've got the berries over in the far corner, as well as the black boy peaches right in the corner. Don't forget those. They're absolutely superb. It's double glazed. The LEDs have been done, and you've seen the ensuite. Well, that's been absolutely modernised beautifully. A sensational job. Having that outdoor egress from the master bedroom is a bonus. 3 in all. The covered space for the afternoons is the spot to be, and a lovely spot for a convivial drink. I think being close to the New World is handy, but the owners have just loved the walks that are available around Northwood. They've really taken advantage of that. It's a lovely botanic area, isn't it? Great parks and everything, and just a super spot to be. Won't be any effort to look after, but it will certainly look after you. Okie dokes, Cheryl, let's get it underway at 14 Anglin Way. What angle are you going to take on this auction to get yourself moving in? Great example of a well looked after home, improved and maintained to a T. Now, are you going to start me away? You're normally leaping out of the blocks. What are we thinking? Always an interesting part of the auction, isn't it? Who wants to go first? Would you bid me 750 to get underway? I think that would be a reasonable place. So you're going to kick it away at that level? Good on you, sir. 750. Welcome in and good luck to you. Hope we can 770. There's Ivana from Harcourts team saying 770. Just looking for that trigger to get underway, Ivana. Good on you. 770, 90 if you like. At 770, but I offer that to you as well if you want to stay in the 20s, but that's up to you. 770, you might say 8 to round me up and help me out. 14 Anglin Way. Really well enjoyed.
What is that? Sorry?
770 just at the moment, 770. Double 70. What are we saying at the rear? Mitchy boy just come along to get a few tips, or what do you think?
Just to watch you, mate.
Of course you do. I'm going to start charging you one day. It's 770.
780.
780. Going back in front, nicely done. 780, there's the figure to beat. Just puts up a cheeky 10, and you say the lucky 8 for me now, wouldn't you? At 780 just at this stage. First call, ma'am, you're going to have a wee turn. Second call. Third call, Joe. It's a good property, this one. Good to see the boys here at the auction. Joe's our regional manager for Harcourts for the South Island. Not long on the job, so good to see. He's got the boys along to watch. At 780, just coming second now. Shall we round it up and chip it away? 5! 785, okay, I'll work with you. At 785, I was sure you were going to say 800. Would be the sage thing to do. When we're down at these low levels, when it's easy to bid, you should do nice big bold ones. 785, would you say 800, sir? First call. Second call. All those improvements have been made.
790.
790, okay, good as gold. It's 790. Don't mind doing it in 5s. It's up to you. First call. Second call. Third call. Ivana encouraging you along. You buy with 5 more. Is that 790? I think, Sandy, we've got there.
Yep.
That is at 795.
Yep.
At 795, I was still bestowing the virtues of the property upon you. At 795. Come on, we've got to step it up, guys. 795. We'll be here all afternoon at this rate. 805 is a good bid, sir. Doubling up puts up 10 for me at 805. Senses an opportunity, and why wouldn't you? At 805, be tasting those summer fruits yourself, but only if you win the auction. At 805, first call. Second call, 805. No confusion for me as to where the value lies, and it's certainly north of this figure. At 805, third and final call. 810, good on you, Mitch. Welcome in with your people at 810. There's a new interest in the property, and it's good timing, I would have thought. 810. There it is, the one to beat, sir, at 810. Getting the heads together now might have caused some sensation at 810. Now, you want to make the next $5,000 bid because the other one will cost you more. At 810, first call. Second call. Third call. What's it to be?
815.
815. Got that bid. 820. 5's the bid of choice today, it would seem. At 820. I was trying to think of that party game where there's 5 and there's only 4 seats. What's that one called? Musical chairs. That's it indeed, isn't it? 820. I love the music of bidding personally. 820. My man on the phone, I'm going to implore you for another bid, sir. Maybe a one of 10. At 820 just at the moment, down the back and in front. Ivana's pointing out it's excellent buying at this level. You should have both hands up and you should be saying 50 more for me. 820, the bid is at the back. The team who love a good auction. Neonoyan.
825.
I'll take that bid, sir, at 825, and that nudges you in front. At 825. At 825, madam, did I hear you say 5? At 825, first call. Second call. Third call. Lots of fun to be had in the area. Good cafes just down the road. 825. Sticks and Stone Grill, that's the spot to be too. It's a good wee one at 825, a favourite of my family. Sir, you're in charge here, you're in the lead. First call. Second call. What's happening down the rear? Playing a game of cards. Third call at 825. You can't be finished yet. You say 830.
Can I borrow your money?
825.
It's 50 on top.
I might have that on me actually. Yeah, but no. Caught me out there, didn't they? 825. Sir, the bid's with you. At 825. Remember, I can sense you wanting to bid, so you can. At 825. Twice and third. What are we thinking? Gentleman leads. Right here, just at the stage they've got the rights. At 825, 14 Anglin Way. Lovely high start, plenty of windows. Very sunny home. It's blessed with sunshine, blessed with warmth, and a great feel. Lovely northwest aspect, unimpeded sunshine. In peak condition. Team, have we changed our minds, saying 850 for me? 825 at this stage. Once, and it's up in the air, but with this man here. Twice, and third call. You've had good time. I can see you in two minds, man, but I'm going to pause the auction. I'm going to talk to this gentleman here, see if we can get him to be the owner, and I'll come and just... So Kirsten will put me back online. 14 Anglem Way. Now we've paused with our highest bidder and we've had an increase, but just to 830. But that's not going to own the property. But I'm going to tell you all, if anyone would bid 850, if you would bid 850, the property would be on the market and would be sold. So I'll give you the opportunity to do that. Owner's very keen to sell. Rateable value is 850. You want to bid 850, the hammer can come down, you can own 14 Anglem Way. There we go, so that's nice and transparent, isn't it? But at 830, we're not for sale. Ma'am, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, good.
That's good. What's happening to the team at the back? 850? Be good buying, I reckon. It's mint. It's a really good condition. It's a brilliant lane, private lane. Stacks up well with comparable sales in the areas. Both Nia and Ivana will be expressing to their bidders, I'm sure. Why don't you just say 850 and I'll sell you the property? You come here to buy it. You came to buy it. We've already exhausted that avenue. What about the team at the back? Would anyone like to bid 840 for the right to have a discussion? We can sell you the property here and now today. Tomorrow, after the auction, I'm not sure the offer will be extended. So I'll stand here for a wee moment. Ivana's working hard. So you can increase your bid at any time. You hold that bid. You'd like to say 835 and have the right to a conversation. You've heard the Reserve Bank Governor's comments that we're about to start a new cycle in property in Christchurch. No better bid? At the rear, would you like to increase the bid from 830? Okie dokes, that it is. We go through to that next stage, Cheryl. So you might like to get that offer on paper. It might be something that could give you an advantage. But at 8:30, I'm passing in 14 Anglem Way. It's going to be available to everybody now, not just you good people who've turned up to auction. We always appreciate coming and bidding, so thank you very much. I don't think that one's going to last very long, personally. So if you do have interest in 14 Anglem Way, you need to get cracking and see Cheryl Wright. 3 out of 4 today, guys, is pretty good. So thanks to those who have come. Ash, well done. Cheryl on the first effort, and also Malcolm on his one at 5th place. So Sandy, Debs and Aaron, thank you very, very much and for coming along. Annette, lovely to see you. Kay, always good to see your smiling face. See you next time. Bye. Okay, well, be swift. We'll give you a moment. You got 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Okay. So we often see a little bit of magic in the auction room, so I'm just going to bring your attention and reopen the auction at 14 Anglin Way. So we do have a bid that's... Okay, good. I'm waiting for our listing agent, Cheryl Wright, to return to the room. So, ma'am, this is excitement. It is. Yes, it is. And so my good man who holds the bid has confirmed his bid at 8:30. Now, Cheryl, am I all right to open the auction at this point? Okay, sure. Is everybody happy with what the basis you bid on? If I just go back to the agreement. Are you currently on a different date or? Okay, so at 830,000, I'm going to announce the property's on the market and I'm selling to that good gentleman in behind you, Cheryl. So at 830, 14 Anglin Way is on the market and we're selling. Breaking news, change of instructions. Why don't you try 1,000? At 8:30, it's now or never.
8:32.
8:32. At 8:32 is going to...
It'll need to be for that date though, it needs to be more than that.
So what's that, Cheryl?
They're wanting a settlement date for another month.
Okay.
They only said, well, they'll sell for a longer, if they're taking a longer settlement, they need their money.
So minimum bid 5,000. Hold all tickets, hold all tickets. 835. Cheryl, we got the 5. At 835, we're happy with that with the extra month. That's gracious, appreciated. 835 is the bid to beat. 1,000 could do it. With 1,000, Ivana, it would mean that there would have to be a bit more of a stretch back here too. So at 835, that's the bid to beat. And I look back to our man on the phone. Got to be fair to him because he did the hard yards and had the initial conversation. $835 is the bid.
Just need to check we've got the right dates.
Got the right dates.
Okay.
So Mark, just confirm that,
Yes,
8th August position at 835.
8th of August.
8th August position.
There we go, Nia. Well organised. 8th of August, all good? Okay. What if I get 1,000 more from a different date? Would it have to be a bigger bid again? Or all bets are off? Yeah.
836.
Okay, 836. That's good. 836. So we accept any bid of 1,000 or more. 14 Anglin Way. Remind yourself of what you bid for and buy. This is all numbers. But remember the prize. 14 Anglin Way. It's been improved. One of the nicest en-suites you've ever seen. Okay, so auction's paused. Ma'am, this is the chance. Just leaving the roster room. 836 is the bid to beat, Mitchie. back to 14 Anglin Way. The ebbs and flows of the auction at 836, sir. Once I'm selling to you, 838. Two on top, 838. 838, good decision. 838's the bid to beat now. Have a go at 40. 838, Nia Nguyen. Even for 1,000, sir? You'd chip it in? We've had a few of those jokes today, haven't we? Okay, confirming your bid, Nia. Your bid, Nia, is at 838. Mitch, you're happy with that, guys? They haven't.
I'm not sure about wrecked with it, but
It is. It's going to be good buying. Going to sell the property. Marion, this is it.
Oh, you can't talk to pilots while they're flying. I can't.
That's right. We've got a pilot in the house there that you might yeah, but he's not the right one. 838. Well done. Sir, last chance. 838. Property goes, it goes. After a really epic little auction. Gone. Sold. Well, it is a rather sensational thing, and you know how it is an open and transparent way of doing it. I hope you'll find that. Well done, Nia.
Thank you.
I'm your lucky charm, I think.